will of God. Yeah, I'll be helping all the people. There are some black folk who are not in the White House. They're upset with the president because he thinks, or they think that he's supposed to be helping black folk only. Well, when God sees it, he sees no color. Is there a witness in here? Good God Almighty. But it's all about helping everybody. I wish I had a witness in here. And so we need to pray to God about that thing. Is there a witness in here? Let's move to the local house right there in Jackson, Mississippi. We're having problems with prejudice. Our governor has showed that he ain't caring too much about what happened to us. I'm going to be honest in here. Public education, good Lord Almighty, who you think in Mississippi it benefit the most? It benefit us as a race of people. But that rascal would rather cut education and still pad his salary. Is there a witness in here? That rascal would not take the money that was available for him and the state from the president. Why? Because his motto is, I don't want a Negro to give me nothing, especially Barack Obama. And I'd rather starve the folk than to take that money. Oh, y'all don't, I'm not afraid. I know the Lord is with me. Good God Almighty. So here we need to pray about that situation. We need to pray. Let's move on into Brookhaven. Look what's happening now. When you take inventory of all of our young people, they look like they are going to hell in a handbasket. We got young folks on the down low. We got young folks on the up low. We got young girls going with young girls, young boys going with young boys. We got them cussing. We got them shooting. We got them fussing. We got them staying in the street all night. We got them walking with the pants dragging. We got the girls going around with the skirts up. We got children having children. Y'all ain't talking to me here. And we think it's a fad now. We got everything happening. And not only that, mamas and daddies are nowhere to be found. We need to have a prayer about that. I'm through here now. Good evening, church. I'm finished here now. Makes me so sad, Dan Brown, when I see old men passing it on to young men with earrings in their ears. That's not a man's thing. That's some mama with no husband in the house decorating that boy to look like them. And when they turn out shaky, yeah, you ain't got no complaint. I'll be surprised if sooner or later you will see more young boys wearing mini skirts, walking the streets and high heels on. But we need to pray about that thing. Good evening, St. James. I'm through here now, but I see he was oppressed in his prayer. Good God Almighty. But the next thing I saw was he was obedient in his prayer. He says, not my will, but thy will be done. Thank God he did his Father's will. When you pray in your Gethsemane situation, when God speaks to you, you ought not to fight God. Just obey what he said. If he told you to say it, go ahead on and do it. If he said do this, that's what you do. If he said, this is what I want you to do, go ahead on and do it. If he said what he said to you and you don't like it, the best thing to do is go ahead on and do it and watch God work it out for you. Good evening. My time is up. Yeah, I didn't mean to go this long, but something happened while I was preparing this sermon. Something got all over me while I was making myself ready. I couldn't put it down. I took it with me everywhere I went, because I want you to know that your Gethsemane experience will come. But what the best thing for us to do is, you ought to pray and ask God to get you through it. I'm through here now. Is there anybody in here? Have you ever been through Gethsemane? Is there anybody in here? Have you ever walked in, didn't know what was going to happen, and God told you what you were going to have to do, and you just stayed there and waited on God? Is there anybody in here? Have you faced Gethsemane and know that God brought you through? You ought to be a witness in here and not be ashamed. See, yes. See, yeah. Yeah. I know he will bring you through. Won't he do it for you? Won't he bring you out? Yeah! Can't you see Jesus saying, I know what I got to do. I got to go on through the courthouse. I got to be beat. I got to be bruised. I got to be bloodied. I got to face a battle. I can't even raise my hand to fight back. But not my will, but your will be done. I'm going to be lied on. I'm going to be spit on. I'm going to be kicked. I'm going to be whipped. But not my will, but your will be done. I'm going to be nailed to the cross I carry, both hand and feet. Somebody going to ridicule me while I'm hanging on the cross. I know they're going to have me where I can't be recognized by my own mama. Yeah, but that's all right. Not my will, but your will be done. I know somebody gonna pierce me in the side. I know they're gonna take my robe off and shoot dice on it. I cast lots, but that's all right. Not my will, but your will be done. I know I'm gonna be taken down and put in a borrowed tomb. I'm gonna have to stay there for however long you want me to stay, but not my will, but your will be done. Let me just share with you in here, when you're going through your Gethsemane, you might have to face some bruising sometimes. You're gonna be bloodied in this life. Somebody gonna kick you around. Somebody gonna spit on you. Somebody gonna scandalize your name. But just stay right there. God will. Yes, he will. Somebody gonna bury you. Good God Almighty. One of these days when he was buried, ain't you glad he didn't stay dead? Because early on the third day morning, God got him up with all power in his hand. Yeah! Reverend McGee, some Friday nights gonna come, but just stay right there. Yeah! Saturday mornings gonna show up in your life, but just stay right there, because early there's gonna be a Sunday to come. God will bring you up. Is there anybody in here that you know that God will give you the victory if you wait on him? Good evening. I